What's up, everyone? Welcome back in to the Sports Forum Radio Show here on 98.1 FM Mile High Sports. We are now joined by a very special guest, CU Buffs assistant and tight ends coach, Coach Brewster. Welcome to the show. How's your Thursday going?
Guys, it is going spectacular. I'm at the beach with my wife, with my family here in North Carolina. I'm fired up to talk some Colorado football with you guys, and then I'm going to get back to Boulder here before long. So it's a great time to be a Colorado Buff. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Sco Buffs, we are glad to have you. Thank you for some of your time today. I know you're, like you said, you're at the beach, so we'll get right to it. But look, Coach, I want you to take me back to your entire coaching journey, because before we really get into it, I mean, you have been through the ringer. You've been through it all: high school, college, NFL, back to college now, obviously with the CU Buffs. Just what's your journey been like? Because I think everybody knows the coaching journey is not an easy journey, but for someone that's been in it for so long, you must love what you're doing.
You know what? I'm so blessed, guys. I really am. I'm so blessed to be able to wake up each and every morning and just be so fired up about what I'm getting ready to do today, and to impart all of my wisdom, to impart all of my enthusiasm, my passion into these young men that I'm coaching. And it's a labor of love. 100%. It's a labor of love. I have not worked a day in my life. My father used to work. My father was a hard working man, and not sure how many days he woke up and he was really excited about what he was getting ready to do. Well, you know what, guys, just like you guys, every day I'm completely jacked. And the job that we have at the University of Colorado right now to make this program relevant again, to bring back the greatness that is the University of Colorado. I'm really, like I said, guys, it's got me excited. I can't wait to get rocking and rolling. We've had a great spring, and we're working into the summer program right now. And like I said, I think that these guys are really responding to Coach Prime's challenge. Okay. And not only the players are responding, but the coaches as well. We know that it's about winning now. Okay. We're not trying to win later. We're trying to win now. We will win now. And to do that, you've got to put the work in. And I think that these guys are really doing a great job right now, putting the work in, man, and doing the things necessary that we got to do.
Absolutely. And like you're mentioning, obviously, a great spring up there at Colorado, great spring game. I know we were up there, loved being up there. What an atmosphere. You guys are definitely turning it up and bringing some fun here to Colorado. But I do want to ask you one more thing about this coaching journey is, do you prefer to be a coach or a player? Which is more fun at the end of the day?
Wow. I'm going to tell you what, Riggs. So this is the deal. There's nothing that can take the place of playing the game. Nothing. Okay. I mean, you ask Coach Prime, you ask any of the totally elite players, and I was a pretty darn good tight end in my time. I was a Rose Bowl captain. I mean, I'd done some things at the University of Illinois. And so, but make no mistake about it. Playing the game is, and if you can't play the game, the next best thing is to coach it, without a doubt, and just, being able to pour your heart and soul into a young man, have him, watch him develop, watch him become a much better football player is really rewarding. It really is. And it's, I love the fact that I've coached in the NFL, played in the NFL a short period of time, but coached in the NFL. I love the ability that we have at this level to really mentor young men, to really help these young guys and, they make their dreams come true. They want to play in the National Football League. Well, I just so happen to have coached 15 college tight ends to be NFL tight ends. And so, I just, like I said, I love what I do, man. You talk about passion for what I do. I got it.
I can tell.
And, speaking a little bit to what you were talking about, yourself, you were a Juco transfer, if I'm correct, to Illinois. Am I right? So
Yes,
what do you
yes,
think about
sir.
a lot of the players that have been Juco transfers coming into Colorado and the opportunity now that they have to kind of showcase themselves? Maybe those opportunities wouldn't have maybe been around, let's say 3 years ago. And, what is really, at stake for a lot of those guys here?
Well, and I was a junior college player from Pasadena City College, Pasadena, California. Was involved in a tremendous program there. We lost one game in 2 years. Played for the National Junior College Rose Bowl, and so my experience as a JUCO player was amazing. And 6 of us off of our junior college team at Pasadena transferred to the University of Illinois. And what it's all about, guys, is it's all about opportunity. It's just like these kids that are in the portal now. Okay. It's the opportunity that they're getting to go to a place like the University of Colorado, to play for a head coach like Coach Prime, and do the things that we're going to do, and so again, I just couldn't be more excited about, giving these young guys an opportunity to go do what they do, and just like, the hunger and the determination that these guys have to be a player at this level is absolutely tremendous. And it was no different. I was the same way. I played at Pasadena City College. I went to the University of Illinois and ended up being a captain of a Rose Bowl team, back at Pasadena, back in Pasadena. And so, I lived my dreams. And most importantly, that's what you want these young men to be able to do, is live their dreams. Let's help these guys live their dreams, man. And that's what I think I'm so excited about with Coach Prime and what he's doing for these young guys at the University of Colorado, is helping. He's a dream maker, man. He is an absolute dream maker in affording these guys an opportunity to go do something that maybe, at some other places they wouldn't have had the opportunity to do that.
So being somebody that obviously was a JUCO guy, went on to play at other places, I take it then you're talking about the dream and guys being able to take those opportunities. I'm going to assume that you're a fan of the portal. Obviously, you guys have utilized the portal quite a bit. Just your quick thoughts on it. I mean, do you think that it's a good thing? Because us over here, we've talked highly of it this entire time, but obviously some people feel differently. I mean, do you think it's great for the sport?
You know what? It's totally changed the game. It's a game changer, Riggs, without a doubt, and so what we're able to do at a place, the University of Colorado, is utilize the portal as an absolute weapon, as an asset, and so, but what you have to do is you got to be careful about what you wish for. Okay. You got to do a great job of evaluating these guys. And it's just like with junior college players, and making certain that you're bringing guys with tremendous character into your program. I mean, Coach Prime has made that very, very clear that he wants young men in this program that are going to do things consistently right, that are going to have tremendous character each and every day, and how they do things. And so, but I think that, yes, we've utilized the portal to our extreme advantage. When you look at the program at the University of Colorado, and I was at the University of Texas and played against Colorado, when Colorado was relevant, and so again, it goes back to making the University of Colorado relevant again. And Coach Prime has utilized the portal and utilized the different ways in which, there's one head coach in America. One head coach in America that wears a gold jacket. Okay. That wears a gold jacket. And that's the University of Colorado's head coach, Coach Prime.
Yes, sir.
And it's amazing, and I get emotional when I talk about Prime a little bit. There's so much goodness that comes out of this man, and he's as real gets, and he doesn't curse. He doesn't, he lives his life the right way. And he's such an amazing example for these young men, and I said, I had 3 sons, and all 3 of my sons played Division I football. I would have been amazingly blessed if my sons would have had the opportunity to play for a man like Coach Prime, and the morals and the consistency that he imparts in these kids about doing things right on a daily basis. And so, again, going back to the original question about the portal, we are not even close to the same team, okay, that we inherited, okay? We inherited a very bad 1-11 football team. Let's be honest, guys.
Yes.
Okay?
I covered it. I was there.
It is.
Yeah, we were here.
It is what it is. It was what it was. And we're going to make this program much better. We're going to be able to expedite the process because of the portal. And I couldn't be more excited, man. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. And, speaking to your point, it feels much different. The culture shift has already taken place. It feels like you were saying, taking these young men and instead of having them become young men and not really develop, it's young men that are now transitioning and becoming men and taking those leadership roles, which is really huge that Prime is doing. However, one thing that you've kind of said is that you're a recruiter, it seems like 365 days a year. You may take a day off here and there, but you're still on, right now, like you're recruiting now. So tell us, you've been there as a player, as a parent, as a head coach, as a positional coach. How does that help you recruit by being in so many different facets of a player's life and understanding those different needs a player may have?
So listen to this, John, and this is going to be real. Okay, so the greatest asset that I have as a coach is the fact that I'm the father of 3 sons, okay, that all played Division I football, that all graduated college, that all are doing good things in life. And I know exactly what a parent wants for their son. I love my sons more than life itself, okay? I mean, my boys, they were just here with me here in North Carolina. I mean, it's special. And so I know exactly what these parents want for their children. It's the same thing I wanted for my guys, and so the ability that I have to not only have played the game, but I'm a father, and I know what parents want for these kids. They want them to be around good men. They want them to be around men of character that are going to impart wisdom in their sons. And we're going to work really. To me, that's the most important aspect of my job, is every single day continuing to build the relationship with my players. And at the end of the day, we all want these guys to be tremendous husbands and fathers, and really, that's what it's all about. Is playing the game, and the rewards of the game are all fine and good. But again, be a great husband, be a great father, man. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Coach, you're making me want to come play for you. I think if you were standing in my family room, my mom and dad would look at me and be like, I think we know where you're going. So hearing what you're saying, love what you're saying. I do want to ask you though about one of your players, because, rumor has it you got a sleeper over there in the tight end room, Michael Harrison, walk on. Big guy. I know we were talking about him, 6'3", 225. You said a 4.5 40. Please fill us in on this guy, because I'm excited to see him in action.
Riggs, it's really exciting for me because, I had the highest drafted tight end in the history of college football in Kyle Pitts at the University of Florida. He was 6'6". He was 240 pounds, and he ran 4.4. I mean, absolute freak show. The best of the best. He was amazing. I also had a guy named Antonio Gates. And so I know a little something about what I'm talking about here. Michael Harrison is a young guy, 6'3". He's 225. He's 4.5-ish. He's got crazy ball skills. He's got an element of toughness. I really feel good about our ability to come together and make this guy into one of the top tight ends in the Pac-12 next season. I really believe that. And people say, well, Brew, where did this guy come? He was on the roster. You know, he's a walk-on wide receiver. He's on the roster, but you know, again, you know, as a coach, what you're doing is you're studying each and every guy on the roster. And I'm sitting here watching this guy in the spring, and I'm seeing size, I'm seeing a mentality, I'm seeing all the things that people are looking for right now: a vertical threat in the passing game. You know, the ability to put his face on you in the run game and just, you know, be a complete 3-down guy. And so, you know, I'm telling you guys, I don't want to put more on his plate than he can handle, but Michael Harrison's going to be a very good football player for us next season. And, you know, like I said, I'm going to temper my enthusiasm just a little bit, because I'm not good at tempering my enthusiasm. When I'm in, I'm all in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it.
And Michael Harrison's going to be a great player for us. I'm excited to see, you know, what he's going to bring to the plate and his continued evolution as a tight end, and making he's made the transition very seamless. He's already the strongest tight end I have. Okay.
Wow.
In the weight room. It's pretty amazing, guys, the in a short period of time, what Michael's accomplished. And you know, Caleb Forey is going to be a tremendous, you know, we keep him healthy, right, guys? You guys
Absolutely.
know he's a very gifted player. You know, he's 6'5", he's 245 pounds. I mean, you know, Louis Passarillo, Eli Yelverton. I've got a deep room, guys. I mean, I've got a deep room. There's a lot of people that would love to have this tight end room. And
Yes,
I couldn't be more excited about beginning fall camp with this group of guys and getting ready to take this show on the road down there to Fort Worth.
Yes, sir. And I know that you're obviously excited about that tight end room, and so are we. Is there anything else before we let you get back to the beach? Is there anything else going on in CU football that you want to throw out there? Any shout outs, anything going on that you want the people to know about other than make your butt out to that first game?
No doubt about it, guys. I mean, hey, let's get behind the Buffs. Let's support the Buffs. But you know what? The spring game was amazing, right, man? I mean, you guys that have been around, I mean, it was sold out. It was amazing. Season tickets are sold out. Okay, listen, the Colorado Buff fans are doing their part. We got to do our part, and we're going to get that done. We are going to work, and we're going to bring a product to the field on September the 2nd down in Fort Worth, Texas. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to look different. It's going to be a different looking football team, and it's going to be, I think, a really good football team. Couldn't be more excited, guys. Thanks so much for having me on.
Thank you.
Hey, go Buffs, man. Let's get this thing lit.
Go Buffs, baby. Coach,
Let's
thanks
go.
so much for your time, guys. Please give Coach Brewster a follow on socials at Tim Brewster. And Coach, we will see you on September 2nd. Looking forward to